Hello, everyone. I'm going to wrap up my shelf by shelf number 9, which was all the books that I acquired recently. And this one, I think the part 1 I posted about 3 weeks ago, and I've just been crazy busy. I had one solid week to just sit at home and read, and I did. I read so many books. And then I just had no time to read at all because I was in Annie and I was dancing every single night for 3 hours, and that took until Sunday night. So, I'm just going to wrap this up and let you know what I thought about the books on this shelf. I've already accumulated a ton more books for the next challenge, which I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that. I'm about to go on vacation for a week, so we'll see. Anyway, so first I'm going to talk about the books I finished. I finished Abby Jimenez Just for the Summer. Now, even though I did not love the writing, I did finish the book all the way, and I had a good enough time with it. This felt more like a self-help trauma guide than an actual book. The characters were a bit flat and predictable. I don't think I'm going to be holding on to this book, but that aside, I did like the mental health narrative throughout the book. It was pretty well done. I kind of I could relate to it. I could relate to a lot of things in this book. There is one little tabby. I wonder, what did I tab? Now I don't even remember. Oh yes, postpartum depression, PTSD, complicated grief. I could definitely relate to that. So I did enjoy this book for that aspect of it. I'm not really sure if I like Abby Jimenez as an author. I have 2 other books by her that I need to make a decision on. And then one book I already got rid of, which was Just Friends, which I found completely unreadable. So I'm probably going to let this one go as well. I just don't see myself reading this again. I've also finished The Bear. This is by Andrew Kervac. This is a science fiction, post-apocalyptic, very far into the future book. I think this is a young adult. This is geared towards young adult readers, but it was wonderful. I absolutely love this book. I'm going to definitely encourage my children to read it because they are both big fans of The Hatchet, which is survivalist books. So this is about the last 2 people on Earth before human extinction. Extinction due to the fact that there's just no more humans left. And it's about this little girl and her dad, and they are just surviving in the wilderness. And then it was great. I really like this. Read this all the way through in one sitting, so would highly recommend this. Beautiful book. Also, there's a lot of magic. I don't know if it's magic or I think it's based on a fable. That's why it's definitely, maybe I would say maybe magical realism. So is the way they kind of make the animals in this book sentient. So I would highly recommend this. This is wonderful, and I almost kind of want to just get my kids together and read this to them. So gorgeous. I also finally finished A Deadly Education. I had such a hard time with this book. I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't really focus on it. But then I kind of got it once I started thinking about this book as making fun of the genre. Making fun of fantasy, dark academia. I totally got it. It was just kind of this girl she's not a nice person, and she's also, I guess, quote unquote, the villain. She is evil. She's supposed to be evil, but she is fighting against being evil very, very hard. And she's kind of talking about this magical school that she goes to, but it's not like a fun, happy, safe place like Hogwarts. This is a bad place. This is a bad place where kids are constantly killed for whatever reason. It's like a survivalist school where children are exploring their magical talents, and just there's no teachers. There's no teachers at all in this book. It's weird. I'm not sure exactly how they're educated. Maybe by they're just kind of assigned things by magic based on what they're working on. Anyway, once I figured out what this author was trying to do with this book, I enjoyed it a lot. I actually found it. I ended up tabbing it. I thought it was great. I kind of want to reread this right away because I thought this was very clever. And once you get past this constant, very excitable character who is just throwing information at you all the time in a very cranky, mean way, once you get used to that narrative structure, this book is great. So like that a lot. I also finished The Ballerinas. This was okay. I really liked the fact that it was about ballerinas. The narrative was all over the place. This jumped around. Like, it really started out, I was thinking this is going to be a thriller, murder mystery, romance, and then it really was like a Me Too book. It was very, I don't know, it was just all over the place. The writing was a little weird. I don't know if I'm going to reread this. I really just love the ballerina stuff, talking about the ballet industry. But as a book that I enjoyed, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but I'm glad I read it. I had a good enough time with it. I would say this is a solid 3-star. So it's probably going to be on hold. I don't think I have any interest in rereading this. I also read Funny Story all the way through. Love this book. I didn't think I was going to, because I've never enjoyed another Emily Henry Place before. This one I loved so much. I was totally invested in the characters right away. I thought they were great. I loved what they were going through. I loved the story. I loved the romance arc. I actually cried several times in this book. I was tabbing it a lot. I was really feeling it. So, and then right away I got another book by her, the newest one that came out. The one about the writing of you guys know what I'm talking about. Her newest book. I got that one right away, read it. It was not as good as this. But this book was solid. I think this is her best work. I love this one. Super romantic. This is like the first time I liked cozy romance. So really, really excited I found this one. This is definitely a reread for me. So I'm going to keep that one. Also read Human Acts by Hong Kong. This is the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature. I absolutely love this book. This book was amazing. This is all about this massacre of these students in the 90s by the South Korean government who were protesting actions of the South Korean government. And this book is told in multiple narratives. And it's going on from a survivor who's looking for her friend, to the friend who's been killed, and he's it's magical realism. Obviously, it's not all realistic. It's just various perspectives of what people went through during this ordeal, and it was just absolutely beautiful and brilliant, and I loved it. Every second of this was amazing. Highly recommend this book if you want to read something hard and painful, but also just mind-blowingly beautiful. So, love this author. Definitely going to keep reading books by her. I started Long Island Compromise. I enjoyed it. I ran out of energy to keep going, so I'm not too far in, but I do want to continue this one. This one is about a family. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure I remember exactly. I think it's about, okay, I don't really remember, but I remember liking what I read. This was a while. I think this was like 2 weeks ago that I started this one, and I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what happened. It's a wealthy businessman who's kidnapped, and then he's returned, and it changes his life. Yeah, and then they have to figure out what to do. And then it jumps to 40 years later. So I enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep going on this one. This was good. This one I also really enjoyed the beginning of, but I do need to remind myself what was going on. I have no memory of this book either, but I remember liking it. Oh yeah, so it starts with a man is hit by a car. A man is hit by a car, and it's very dramatic and very engaging. And I was totally into this, but the book is very long, so and again, this is one I picked up after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I just blew through right away. And I just ran out of energy to finish it, but I'm going to continue with this one. I was enjoying it. Northwood is, I'm not sure about this one. This is about a house, and all these things are happening. The first narrative, it's this woman during Puritan times, and she's kidnapped and taken to this house, and she I guess commits some murders and then takes off. So it's all just about this house through time, and I'm not 100% on it. Like, it's okay, it's interesting enough, but I think I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going on this one. I'm currently reading this one. This is Amy Poppel. I did read her other book, Small Admissions, and I liked it. I'm not saying it's brilliant books that are going to win prizes, but it's fun enough. It's well enough written. The characters are cute. It's engaging. So I'm going to keep going on this one. I'm currently reading this one. I'm like a quarter of the way in. it's okay. I'm not sure I'm not gonna keep it after I finish it, but I think it's fun enough that I want to finish this book. So this is the one I'm currently reading, and I only just started reading again yesterday after a week of just solid performance and dancing and just not being able to focus on anything. So I feel like I haven't read a book in years. Like I'm just losing my mind. Like I need to read something. I'm going crazy. So this is my first book back into reading after a really crazy experience. So yeah, definitely going to continue that. I started Dream Count by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I read her other book, Americana, loved it. I started reading some of her other books. I started reading. Oh yeah, I read a bunch by her. I read Notes on Grief, Dear Ijuwila, We Should All Be Feminists, and they were all good. I don't know if I need to reread them. Americana, I loved. I actually think about that book all the time, and I'm going to keep it and reread it. I had no interest in Purple Hibiscus, and I read a good chunk of Half a Yellow Sun, but I was just not that into it. I just wasn't that into the writing style. It just felt, I don't know, maybe I'll get back to that one one day. But Dream Count, I just felt no connection to. I just could not get into this book. So I'm probably just going to let this one go. I just don't think this is going to work out for me. So I just don't want to keep going on that one. Same thing with Abby Jimenez's Say You'll Remember Me. I just could not care about what I've read of this book. Again, the writing is very basic. I'm gonna let this one go. I don't want to read that. These are the books that I didn't really get into. Actually, I'm gonna do the books that I sort of kind of got into but had problems with first, before I get to the books that I didn't get into. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I just can't stand. I don't know. I've been trying to read this one. I read like halfway already, and I just don't get it. I don't get the appeal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this with me on vacation and start over. And just because this book is so well reviewed, everybody loves this book. Bill Gates has been going on about this book. Everybody loves it. The ratings are ridiculous. I just can't get into it. So I'm just going to start over. I'm going to start over and just assume that I just picked it up at the wrong time and maybe missed a huge portion of the plot, and just try again. So this is one that's going with me on vacation. Part of Your World I haven't started, but I think this book is well enough rated and people are excited enough about this story that I should give this one a shot before unhauling it. So I'm either going to take it with me or just read it at some point. Better Than the Movies was so young adult. I guess, again, this is so well rated. I guess I'm just going to read it. I started at the beginning and I was just overwhelmed by how young adult it was. And I just had no interest. So that's a me problem though, not the book's problem. So I'm just going to maybe hold on to this one and try again. And then Fredrik Backman's My Friend. I don't know what's going on with me, but I can't stand Fredrik Backman's writing. It is so irritating, especially this book. The way he started this book was so annoying. I hated every word of it, which again, could just be a bad timing for me. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood. So I'm either going to try this one again or take this one on vacation. Probably not because it's so heavy. Maybe I want to stick to paperbacks. But again, this book is so well rated and it's already winning like Best Book of the Year awards everywhere, Goodreads. So I might as well just try this one more time when I've calmed down a little and maybe in a better mood. So I don't want to just write that one off. I did try reading Anxious People again, and I got about halfway, and then I just could not take it anymore. I could not take it with his cutesy, irritating characters talking about nonsense. So anyway, yeah, that one I'm just gonna give it to my sister. She's into cozy fiction. Maybe she'll enjoy it. I started Great Circle. I don't really remember what I read of it, but I remember being interested enough in it to go on with it. So I'm going to hold on to that. Same thing with Playground. I think the first chapter or so, which I have no memory of, was adequate. So I'll continue with that. The Other Eden again, I don't have no memory of this, but I don't have any bad memories. So this is what happens when I drag a reading challenge out for 3 weeks and try first chapters of just 20 books or something. No memories of them. I think this one was cute enough. I'm intrigued by Naomi Novik's writing. It's simplistic, but I almost feel like she has a lot to say on these various genres. And this is what is this, like a fantasy adventure genre? So I'm everything I've read by her has been clever enough that I want to continue with her as an author, even when I don't understand it. I did not get to this book. It hasn't even come out yet. It doesn't come out until January. So I'm going to take this one with me on vacation. That sounds like a fun one to read on a vacation. Same thing with The Safe Keep. I did not start this one. That was it. This is the Booker Prize winner Booker Prize shortlisted from last year. I do want to start this, but I didn't get a chance to start that. This is a book that comes out January. There's dirt on it. Didn't get to it. Didn't have the energy, so gonna keep it. And then this is another Hong Kang book that I didn't get to. I still need to recover from Human Acts, so but I do want to read this because I absolutely love this author. Oh, Herman Diaz. I also love Herman Diaz. So he loved this book, so I'm in. And then Glorious Exploits. I didn't have the energy for this one, but I still really want to read it. So this was a good challenge. I'm excited that I just blew past so many books in one go. And I was able to make some decisions. So these books are done. I'm either going to keep or not keep these. And then I think I probably won't do another shelf by shelf challenge until I get back, or January, or maybe, I don't know, who knows. But yeah, thank you for watching, and sorry for all the ranting. Maybe I'm just in a weird mood, and I'm so sorry to all the Fredrik Backman fans who are watching and unsubscribing and unliking my video right now. But his writing is just not for me right now. It feels so false and so black and white. I just can't take it. So maybe I'll reread My Friends, but I have a bad feeling it's not going to work out between me and him. And I need to revisit A Man Called Uva, because I absolutely loved that book when I read it, but that was like 5 years ago. And I don't know. I think he's upped his cutesy narrative, and it's all depressing. It's like cutesy but depressing. Everything. It's so weird. Okay, I think I'm going on way too much about Fredrik Backman. Thank you for watching, and have a happy holiday.